Hi there, and welcome to another Papetti Math YouTube video tutorial in Algebra 1. And in this lesson, we're going to continue on with Chapter 1, an Introduction to Algebra 1. And we're going to be looking at Lesson 2, solving one-variable linear equations. So solving for an unknown variable is going to be a key concept that you will be building on throughout the year in Algebra 1. You're going to be solving so many different kinds of equations by the end of this year. When you look back at one variable linear equations, you're going to be like, that was so easy. That was so simple. And it's because we're going to start right here with the very basics of solving an equation. So in exercise number 1, which we're going to cover in this video, we're going to just begin by simplifying the expression below. We have 50 minus 5 times 2 plus 1 squared. And we want to remember our order of operations in order to solve this. And if we don't remember our order of operations, we're going to write them down over here. We're going to write parentheses first, then exponents. Then you're going to do multiplication or division. Remember, it's whichever one comes first, not multiplication or division. Then division, excuse me. And the same thing with addition and subtraction. So it's whichever one you see first is the one you do, not the addition before the subtraction. So I wrote it like this instead of PEMDAS, which you might have been used to seeing. I put these on the same line because they're equals. So going through this checklist of what I see, I'm going to look for parentheses. And I do see parentheses. And I look inside those parentheses only. And I ask myself, is there anything that can be done inside those parentheses? Is there anything that can be simplified? And the answer is yes. I could simplify 2 plus 1. I know that. So I'm going to rewrite the 50 minus the 5. I'm going to keep those parentheses there because we're not quite done with them yet. And I know that 2 plus 1 is 3, and I'll bring down the squared. So I've done my parentheses. There's nothing more I can do inside those parentheses to simplify it further. So I move on to exponents. Do I see any exponents in here? And I do. I see this 2, or this squared exponent. So I could do that. And I only square what's attached to that exponent. So I'm only going to square the 3. The 5 is not attached to that exponent, so it's only going to be 3 squared. So I can rewrite this as 50 minus 5 times 3 to the second power is 9, because 3 squared is the same as 3 times 3. That's very important to remember. It's not 3 times 2. 3 times 3 is 3 squared. And then we're going to look for multiplication or division, whichever one comes first. IAC subtraction. Oh, here we go. When numbers are right next to each other in algebra, separated by like a parenthesis or a dot product, we say that this is multiplication. So we're going to do that next. And we're going to have 50 minus 5 times 9 will give me 45. And I don't have any division or multiplication besides that. So I'm done there. And I'm finally looking for addition or subtraction, whichever one I see first. Well, I only see one of them. I see subtraction. So I'm going to do that right now. And 50 minus 45 is 5. So whether you were following along or you did this one already and checking your answer, you should have gotten 5 as your answer. If you didn't, go back and look through each of these steps. Make sure you followed the order of operations correctly and see where you may have went wrong. Otherwise, you did great and you're ready for exercise number 2. If simplifying this expression was clearly spelled out for you, please press the thumbs up below. And now you're ready to click on the video for exercise number 2 in lesson 2.